So my name is Lyn Hill, and I actually represent a media company called UMCO for Queensland, and we produce high quality magazines. Our leading homemaker magazine is very well known. It's Grand Designs Australia. I'm really pleased to be here today and to introduce the interior designer, Joanne from Merge Interiors, and Nick O'Shea of O'Shea and Sons Builders. So Joanna and Nick, I read an article recently in the current edition of Grand Designs Australia magazine where an architect was talking about being brave about initiating change to make sure we build more engaged, connected, sustainable and memorable spaces, whether they're inside or outside. Can you elaborate more on being brave when it came to this project?
Yeah, certainly. So for me, being brave is two parts. It's about the products that you choose, it's about the creation that you put it into, but it's also about being brave to be able to make sure that the owner is going to live in that space and be as excited as what you are about that space. So I think with this home, by some of the ideas that Joanne has come up with and the choices that she's made, and in collaboration with Jazz Design as well, when we're choosing the external cladding features, which have been done in a really unique way, something really different. You can really get the feel when you walk around the home, when you stand at the front of the home, of how this home is completely different to a lot of other houses that we've built, and also other houses that you see in the other area as well.
For me, being brave is probably being more bold in layout selections and material selections. And I think with this project, we weren't necessarily trying to be on trend or trying to do the trendiest design that there was. It was more trying to select materials and colours and things to suit the client and have longevity. So I think being brave in that way was probably how we sort of tackled it initially, rather than being on trend. Saying that, we have got an outcome of a contemporary home that the client loves, and it is contemporary and a lovely home to be in.
So we are very blessed with the incredible weather and picture-perfect scenery here at Harcourt. Can you share with us how you see your work contributing to the family being fully engaged and living in such an amazing space?
For me, as you walk through this home from the front door to the back, it's like it just keeps opening up, and that's connecting with the neighbourhood, connecting with the backyard. It doesn't get any more Queensland than the giant mango trees in the backyard, but the way that the big open spaces, that the features that are being used throughout, where leading to the courtyard, to the barbecue area, it's taking you outside into Queensland, and that's how we live. So I think that the way that it just carries you through is just amazing. And
that was always the intention, was to get the connection from the outdoors and indoors and bring the outdoors in and everything, to get that really, Queensland, Australian subtropical living environment here. It was always the intention to create homely little nooks for the people to enjoy living here, whether it be inside or outside, and luckily for us they do connect quite well to have a lovely indoor-outdoor living space.
Materials are a valuable aspect of any build. Can you let us know why certain materials have been applied, and what was the rationale behind the recommendation, selection or installation?
Sure. I think in terms of interior materials, it was important for us to get a textural and tonal elements within the home. Based on a fairly monochromatic scheme. The reason that we did this was because the client actually at the moment is living in Jakarta and is moving over to Brisbane. He's got a number of existing Asian inspired furniture pieces. So what we wanted to do was have the kitchen and the finishes inside work in and coordinate with the furniture pieces that he will be using within the home. So that was in the kitchen, the generally monochromatic scheme with the pops of the reddish brown timber to tone in with his existing furniture pieces. but also things like appliances. We've selected really maximum high cooking equipment in his kitchen so that they can cook those stir fry and Asian dishes that they'll be cooking.
And then if you jump outside, it brings the Australian back into it, I guess, with the wood-fired pizza oven and the barbecue, the big 6-burner barbecue. It really, you got both sides of the avenue, which is going to be great, I think, for their family. In addition to that, I guess some of the products that we've chosen outside, for us, a really important factor is sustainability. And for us, using the James Hardie products along those outsides, the cladding products that we know that are going to last the time, both with durability but also with the looks. I think that was a really important factor when we sat down and chose those different elements on the outside. So we're really happy with how it's all turned out.
In the past and at times now, the work of the building designer, interior designer, and the builder are often three very separate operations within the one project. Can you talk about what has been effective in this particular collaboration and why, and what would you do differently?
I think with this Harcourt Street project, we've had just such a great team together with Nick from O'Shea Builders, Brad Cross from Jazz Designs, and myself. We've been able to just communicate really easily about all of the details and read each other's drawings really well and all of that. And just we've now been able to get the client's trust easily because of that and how we work together. So it's been a lot easier for that as well, with the client living abroad, to have his trust and for us to just sort of communicate as we do. And it's just resulted in some beautiful detailing in a beautiful home.
And that's flowed on through our trades as well. So the communication and the detail that we've had in the plans that's come from both Jazz and Joanna, it's made life on the job site so much easier to communicate. We now look at the photos of the plans that came and the images, and we compare it to what it looks like now, and it's just spot on. And that's because of great plans, great communication, and great trust in each other, and that's really resulted in the owner coming out with an amazing home.
I think we've just got such a great team together with this project. Nick from O'Shea Builders, Jazz Designs, the building designer, and myself together. We can read each other's plans really well. We had a lot of meetings, in-depth meetings, and with the client as well, and that resulted in the client trusting us and putting his trust in us. And it sort of flowed on then to our other trades that we've got, the cabinet maker, the tiler, the electrician. Everyone just did such a great job together, and it was because of our communication and having such a great team together.
Yeah, it was really important for the owner that we had a strong team. Because he does live overseas, he needed to put a lot of faith and trust in the people that he selected. And I believe that he got that when we got together as a group. He really felt that, and he felt that the connection that we all had together, the excitement that we had together to be able to try to create everything that these guys were doing on paper, and for us to be able to bring it to life, it's been something that's been fantastic that we've loved doing. When you ask if we would do something differently, I would say no. I think we've nailed it. I think this place is absolutely amazing, and I think we'll be working together for many jobs to come because of it.
So Joanna and Nick, describe the single most outstanding feature of the project.
For me, it's the living void area. You've got the stairs, you've got the feature cladding on the wall, the amazing rings above, the glass balustrade. It's all happening. I think as you walk into the home, it's just the continuation of the wow factor and the 6-metre high ceilings. For me, that's just nailed it.
I'd say that the entry atrium, there's a double height entry atrium space with a feature brick wall that we've got there, and it just creates just such a statement at the entry. But also one of my favourite parts is under the stairs, an otherwise unusable space we've turned into a little secret wine cellar nook with a secret door, which is really cool.
It is very cool, yeah, very James Bond.
Can you tell us what the most outstanding experience of the project was?
I'd have to say when the clients came for a visit, and it was sort of just as the joinery and the tiles were being installed, and they got to have a really good, they got to visualise and see the space and how much work has gone into it. And just the look on their faces and the excitement, and they're sort of running through all of the cupboards saying, oh, can I put this here and can I put this here? And it was just really great to see how excited they were, and it was all paying off for them.
I guess similarly for me, it's been the joy of watching the homeowners as they've been excited as they've come back. Normally with our homeowners, they see every step of the way and they see every little bit and piece going into it, where the homeowners on this job have only come in, you know, probably 2 times through it, and to see such big change and such excitement in their faces it's been fantastic.
Well, that was really fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. Nick, in terms of building and projects, where to from here for O'Shea & Sons Builders?
So we've got some really exciting projects coming up this year in 2020 that we've already got locked in place. Some projects that we're going to go to the market, some projects that we've got for homeowners that are excited to get into their homes early to mid next year. But most of all, we're excited about some design builds that we're actually got in place that we're really looking forward to joining in with the collaboration, obviously with Joanne, with Jazz, and all of our subcontractors and all of the team that's around us. We can't wait to create more homes into 2020 and beyond.
So Joanna and Nick, thank you so much for today, for answering all those really important questions about this beautiful home. Personally, I've loved looking through the home. It's got so much, I just want to buy it. So thank you, really, and good luck for 2020.